King Charles and Princess Anne endorse a new succession law, a royal revolution begins. Hello, royal watchers. Welcome back to Royal Chronicles, your #1 destination for everything about the world's most fascinating monarchies, from royal traditions to shocking modern changes shaking the palaces. If you love the grandeur, the scandals, and the hidden truths behind the crown, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Today, we dive into a groundbreaking story shaking the very foundations of royal tradition: King Charles III and Princess Anne's surprising endorsement of a brand new succession law that could redefine the future of the British monarchy forever. The winds of change in the royal family. Imagine a royal system that has stood unchanged for over 1,000 years, one where lineage and gender dictated destiny. But now, for the first time in history, whispers inside the palace suggest that King Charles and his sister, Princess Anne, are pushing for something bold, something revolutionary, a reformed royal succession law that could alter who becomes king or queen in future generations. Why now? What pushed the monarch and his only sister, once seen as traditionalists, to consider a complete overhaul of the royal rulebook? Stay tuned till the very end, because what's unfolding might just be the biggest constitutional twist in royal history. A royal tradition questioned. For centuries, the British monarchy followed male preference primogeniture, meaning sons took precedence over daughters, no matter their birth order. But everything changed in 2013, when the Succession to the Crown Act officially ended gender bias, allowing Princess Charlotte to retain her place ahead of Prince Louis. However, according to recent royal insiders, King Charles believes that reform didn't go far enough. This time, it's not about gender, it's about merit, service, and suitability. Sources close to the palace have revealed that both King Charles and Princess Anne have privately supported discussions about a modern succession framework, one that would allow flexibility in the line of succession, ensuring that the throne goes to the royal most prepared and capable of serving the crown and the people. Why King Charles supports the reform? King Charles, who has long been known for his forward-thinking views on sustainability, modernization, and monarchy reform, reportedly believes that the crown must evolve to survive. He has often said, adaptation is the key to longevity. That principle now appears to be guiding this bold move. The king's reasoning, according to palace commentators, is simple: the world has changed. People expect leadership, empathy, and vision from their monarch, not just inherited power. Charles wants the monarchy to remain relevant, respected, and rooted in public trust. And who better to understand that than Princess Anne, the hardest working royal of the last decade, often hailed as the true embodiment of duty and service. Princess Anne's surprising stand. Princess Anne's endorsement of the proposed succession reform has left many royal fans stunned. Known for her stoic attitude and disdain for unnecessary attention, Anne rarely steps into political or constitutional discussions. But this time, her voice carries immense weight. Anne has reportedly stated in private circles that service should matter more than sequence. Her perspective stems from her lifelong commitment to public service, over 20,000 engagements and decades of quiet, diligent work. Despite being the late Queen Elizabeth II's only daughter, Anne was denied her rightful place near the top of the line simply because of her gender, a fact that clearly left a lasting impression. If this new law were ever enacted retroactively, Princess Anne would have ranked above her younger brothers, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward. But this isn't about her. It's about the future. Anne believes that the monarchy's survival depends on rewarding dedication and competence, not just bloodline, a philosophy that could dramatically change the face of royal succession. The legal and political ripple. The British Parliament would have to approve any new succession reform, as it impacts not only the UK but also all Commonwealth realms where King Charles is head of state, including Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Such a law could set a global precedent, introducing the idea that future monarchs might be selected within the royal family based on preparation and character, not merely order of birth. It would be the most dramatic royal reform since the abdication crisis of 1936. Royal historians are already calling it the Merit Crown Initiative, a term reportedly coined within Buckingham Palace itself. Behind the grandeur, this debate also has a very personal dimension. Many royal experts believe Charles and Anne's endorsement is strategically linked to preparing for the reign of the next generation, Prince William, and eventually Prince George. King Charles, aware of the challenges facing modern monarchies across Europe, wants to leave behind a legacy of reform and resilience. He knows the monarchy must stand for purpose, not privilege. In this light, the succession law reform could be Charles's greatest final act, ensuring that future monarchs, including George, inherit a system built not just on heritage but on honor, service, and public respect. As the rumors spread, Public reaction has been mixed. Traditionalists argue that tampering with royal succession could open a Pandora's box of constitutional chaos. Others, especially younger generations, see this as a long overdue evolution. Online forums and royal fan groups have exploded with debate. One comment reads, "If merit decides the crown, Princess Anne would have been queen decades ago." Another adds, "This could finally make the monarchy more human and relatable." Polls suggest that nearly 68% of Britons would support a system that prioritizes service and dedication over strict lineage, a clear sign that the people are ready for modernization. Buckingham Palace has not made any official announcement, but sources insist that both King Charles and Princess Anne have held private consultations with constitutional experts. There's speculation that discussions could lead to a royal charter on succession principles, an advisory framework that might guide future generations without immediately altering the law. Still, the symbolism of their endorsement alone is powerful. It marks a shift from monarchy as inheritance to monarchy as duty. If this reform truly gains traction, it could mark the dawn of a new royal era, one where birthright takes a back seat to service, and tradition gracefully makes room for progress. King Charles and Princess Anne's quiet revolution may be the very thing that secures the monarchy's survival in a rapidly changing world. Because after all, the crown's greatest strength has always been its ability to evolve just like the people it represents. So, royal watchers, what do you think? Should the monarchy reform its succession law to prioritize service over birthright? Would this make the royal family stronger or risk losing centuries of tradition? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into royal history in the making, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Royal Chronicles for more exclusive updates, royal insights, and behind-the-scenes stories from every palace across the globe. Until next time, keep your crowns polished and your curiosity royal. This is Royal Chronicles, where history meets the throne.